This is Opes and Dreams, a podcast about life's humbling moments and how two besties navigate them through humor and shared experiences. Hosted by Carrin and Kylei Parsons. And we're back to recording our podcast with our faces on your screens. Welcome to episode 4 of season 2, Opes and Dreams. We are Carrin and Kylei. And although we are together, we're not together because we're busy. We're very busy.
I love it.
Carrin especially has been busting her ass, working towards a really important goal. She has been picking up extra shifts so that she can pay for some training that will send her on her way to helping others with some really important work. So if you are so inclined to help her out, donate to her GoFundMe. If you're watching or listening to this, you know how to find that. So go find Carrin's GoFundMe for her sober coach training. And anyway, otherwise, we're here to chat with you about various different topics today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for
Good.
that lovely introduction, as Bette Midler would say in Hocus Pocus.
We can talk about how Hocus Pocus 2, no, sorry, Practical Magic 2 just wrapped filming.
Is that real or is that one of those con things on the internet?
Yeah, no, it's real because when I read about Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban's divorce, they mentioned when she was gone filming Practical Magic 2.
Oh God, that'll be
It's real.
amazing. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for all Halloween movies.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. I
Mhm.
love it. I love Hocus Pocus. I just love Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus has been um uh it's shaped my entire personality as a human being, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I'm great. I'm
Yeah.
really happy to be at my home doing this right now.
Yeah. Cozy
Yeah.
in your home.
Normalized recording separately.
I really like it actually. Although
I
I
do. I
had
like
to set up my light. I had to use my clip light because the other
Mhm.
light wasn't working for some reason. I need to do
Yeah.
some investigating. But I had another one.
That's great. Yeah, I didn't use mine. I didn't think about that to make my face look smooth. So you'll look great and I will look like this. I
You look
mean,
amazing.
for those who are watching or not watching and just listening, thank God I have a hair appointment with my amazing hair person tomorrow. What do you call yourself? A stylist, I suppose? Just hair
Hairstylist.
person? Hairstylist. Great. I have a appointment with you tomorrow, as you know.
Uh-huh.
And my hair right now is it's troubled.
We'll fix
It's
it.
it's troubled and you will fix it.
It's gonna look great. By the
Yeah.
time people are listening and or watching, it will have been fixed.
Yeah, thank God. So just take a before and after shot, y'all. It's just before. It's unfortunate.
There are so many hairstylists who have it's really funny. I've seen them make reels out of all of their before shots and then they totally forget to get any afters. So it's
I believe
just a
it.
reel of befores.
I believe it. Yeah, I am really excited. I haven't had my hair done in too long. I mean, well, I've had come in for like trims,
You
but
did
I
a
haven't had it colored or done touched up in quite a while. So
Mhm.
I'm excited.
Speaking of trims, I think our world was shooketh today by the loss of our friend's dreadlocks.
I, however, am ecstatic about it. I'm ready for all of them to do that. Every one of them.
Every last one.
Normalize getting rid of those things on your head,
Oh my god.
please and thank you.
I can't
Which
wait
is,
to see what he looks like.
yeah, our
Where's the
friend
great reveal?
Stinky. I don't know if Stinky or his amazing wife Katie are listening right now, but we're
Show
talking
us.
about you. We are evenly split on our feelings about what you did today. I am really excited for it.
I mean, I'm excited for him too. I support all hair choices and I tell all of my clients that. But I really love dreadlocks so much.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard
used
to get
to.
tired.
I don't know when this switch for me went from like guys with like long hair and dreads to me being like, clean that shit up. You're in your dad era. I don't know what happened, but
It
here
certainly
we are.
doesn't help with balding,
Pretty
so
shocking.
by the time a man is in his, like, early to mid 40s and you still have dreadlocks, I'm sorry to say it, but you probably should say goodbye to them soon.
Yeah, there's some that I've seen where I'm just kind of like, that's a choice.
Yeah.
I don't know. You choose that every day where it's like they're thinning and they're just kind of like dangling there. They're not like the tight kept ones. They're just kind of like
Uh,
just hanging there.
such a
Snip,
bummer.
snip, snip
I
it.
feel sad. I feel sad for those people and their poor scalps when I see heads like that. It just makes
Yeah.
me wanna like, "Oh, I'm so
Fix
sorry.
them.
You.
Fix you.
Sorry."
Yeah.
But, yeah, clean that shit up eventually.
Clean it up, you know? But anyway, so let's talk more about me.
Great, let's talk more about you. What'd you do
and my
today?
GoFundMe. Oh, I don't care to talk about what I did today. Actually, I
Great.
had a kind of exciting day. I got to take a meeting unsupervised at work today. So I got
Nice.
to head a meeting with a potential donor, and that was really exciting. And I mostly did okay, I think. I got mostly positive feedback from my boss about it and got the okay to go forward and continue dealing with this donor. So I'm excited about that.
Wahoo!
That's good stuff. Good steps in the right direction. Lately, I've been feeling very like I'm getting more responsibilities added to my plate in a good way. Getting
Mhm.
to take on more things, and I love that. That means I'm doing okay, I think. Because if I wasn't being asked or trusted to do these things, I think there would be problems.
Right. Usually, being asked to do more things is a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's good stuff. And yeah, so I've been kind of just, my brain has been in overdrive. Oh, that's one thing I don't think we got a chance to talk about is my panic attack.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that in a second, but so I've had these like my brain has been fluttering for a good over a solid month now with just like nonstop. It's all like presenting positively where I'm having
Mhm.
these really I'm feeling very inspired. I'm having a lot of incredible ideas and just excitement for the future and all of these things I can do and la 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 la. It's been like that.
Yes.
So I'm excited about going through my training in my course. So the first course I'm doing is a holistic life coaching and mind body practitioner course through the Mind Body Food Institute. And I'm really excited about that. It's something I've wanted to do even before the idea of recovering coaching came out. It's just something I've always been really interested. I mean, I would show you if it was a little more organized, it'd be better. But like my bookshelf is just like completely full of things about like I don't want to say self help books, but like
Self care.
just not even self-care, no, just about helping people change and about changing your mind in positive ways, neuroplasticity, like
Have
the
you
positive
read
positive psychology, things like that. So my bookshelf is just like, I mean, it's full and bursting with all kinds of things like that that I've been extremely interested in. So that's why this course is like just something I'm really, really excited about. And I am like really excited to integrate it into like every aspect of my life, which means, doing little segments about that here as I'm learning along the way, sharing that information. I'm really excited about doing that.
totes?
That was fun.
Have you heard of James Clear? I think we talked about him last season because I watched his masterclass, but he talks to like Fortune 500 companies and athletic companies about how to make or break habits
Hmm.
and like forming the foundation that supports the goal instead of
Right.
just doing things for the goal. You do the thing that supports it and it eventually just like happens
Right.
basically.
Yeah. There's
Um,
a lot of different like steps and like a lot of different ways of creating change. And I love
mhm,
the basis of it, which is the fact that we can change our brains and our minds and we can create habits with doing things and like we can change our lives. And I just love that. I just think that's like really, really cool to learn about and to know how to have those tools. And I just can't wait to help other people realize their potential and the things that they can and can't do. I think that's just like I'm just so freaking excited. So, anyway, I
Excellent.
will likely be able to enroll in that program when I get back from Virginia seeing my brother. So,
Yes.
I'm fucking stoked.
Stoked.
Yeah.
October's been a great month already, and it's only what day is it? 6th?
Yeah. Life
7th?
of a Showgirl came out. Most importantly, Miss Taylor Allison Swift has done it again.
It was making a reel for our Instagram, and I was trying to find a song to put behind the video, and I sent Carrin a screenshot of the songs that were available. No, not available. They were trending, but it
The
was
hot
all
topic, the hottest song.
Taylor Swift. It was so funny.
Obviously. Is there anything else going on right now? And, like, don't come at me, people, with your, like, "Oh my god, she's so bad for the environment."
I mean,
Kiss my ass. If you could
yeah,
fly in a private jet when you traveled, you would do it too. It's just that
you
you're a
probably
poor and you don't have the means to do it. Period.
and she
Would you
can't
turn down
pay for people
$1,000,000,000?
right.
Would you turn down $1,000,000,000 if you no, you
No,
fucking wouldn't. You
no way.
liar. You're just sad that you're poor.
Maybe if they had a ride in the jet one time, they'd stop bitching so much.
Right. I mean, what is she supposed to do? Go in like the normal airport? Can you imagine the like safety issues that would cause alone?
Right.
And then people would be fucking complaining, "Oh my god, Taylor Swift was at the airport today and held up the whole thing." It's like just fucking be happy and shut
Why
up.
doesn't she just not travel anywhere?
Why doesn't she just not exist? It would be so much easier for me to handle.
Yeah.
Just shut up. Shut the fuck up. Don't come at me ever about Taylor Allison Swift. I do not care what you have to say.
Are you gonna refer to her by all 3 names from here
She
on
deserves
out?
that. She deserves everything. I can't wait to call her Taylor Allison Swift Kelsey.
See, I was wondering what you were gonna do there. Mhm.
That's a, or, Travis Swift. I don't want that actually for they don't need to do that. They don't need to do that.
What's his middle name? Do you know?
I don't.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
as not as obsessed as we thought.
I am with her, to
Right.
be clear. To
Mhm.
be clear. Yeah, I didn't know who he was until she started dating him. So Barbie is happy every day. Ken's only happy when Barbie looks at him
That's
or
true.
whatever.
Yeah.
But now I'm happy I am aware of him because he is a delightful human.
He
She
is.
refers to him as a human exclamation point
Oh, that's nice.
because he's so great. And I agree.
I like that.
I can't wait to go to their wedding. I'm sure I'll be invited.
Watch her, like, roll up at your friend's wedding in where, Italy?
Yeah.
"Oh, we're just here on vacation."
We're
Of course,
just visiting our good friend Wolfram. I mean, I can see it. I can see
it's
it.
not out of the realm of possibility.
It's really not. It's really not. I'm hoping for it.
Oh,
We'll see.
well, I will be satisfied with my Kevin Bacon degrees to Taylor Swift by way of you. That'd be cool.
Excited. So speaking of really cool pop stars, have you watched the
I
new
was gonna
Ed
say,
Gein
speaking
documentary?
of bacon,
Have you watched the new Ed Gein?
I've seen bits and pieces of it,
I
and
haven't heard it's awful.
it's
I'm
really
bummed.
well, if you're a fan of Sons of Anarchy, it's really hard to watch because Charlie Hunnam is playing Ed Gein, and it's like it's so hard
I've
watching
seen that show, but
it's hard watching hot guys be psychopaths. I
we
hate
do
it.
it every single day.
It's true.
Every day.
But it's like, he's so good. Charlie
Yeah.
Hunnam, hats
But
off
you'll
to
never be
you.
able to not see him as Ed Gein. And so
It's funny. It
if
makes me giggle. It makes me
it
giggle.
were socially acceptable to have a favorite serial killer, I would 100% without a doubt know that mine is Ed Gein. And I know this because of the many, many reports I did on him in high school and the many, many books I've read about him my whole life.
Why?
I don't
Why?
know. I don't know.
Are
It's
you okay?
just I just have always had this really interesting fascination with the guy. I think because of him being from Wisconsin. And I don't have the same one with Dahmer. I did for a little bit, but are you there?
Yeah, sorry, my phone back. I'm pulling
Jesus.
a car in today and my phone battery is
Oh.
getting low.
Oh, I charged mine for a little while. Shocking. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about him, but I remember doing like I don't even remember what class it was, but like doing reports about him and just soaking in as much information about him. So that's what brings me to bringing up this documentary because of its terrible inaccuracies.
Oh,
There is like it's really bad. There is a lot of just untruths and not it's not good. They didn't do a good job of it, which just sucks because they did a great job with Dahmer and did a good job with the brothers.
mm.
But
Is
so
it supposed to be wholly factual or is
yeah, it's
it
supposed to be like a whole documentary kind of thing. But yeah, they got a lot of information wrong on that. So they got to go back in and
go back
retract.
and make some edits? Was that finalized, Netflix?
I don't know if you guys finished that before you released it because you're wrong. They're like leaning heavily on him living in La Crosse, which he did for a bit, but he was like from Plainfield. So like
Yeah.
when the house was in Plainfield, not in La Crosse, that this happened at. And yeah. So anyway, I don't want to freak everybody out. But I just love him
I mean,
in a way that you are fascinated by. I don't love him, not like that, but it's very hard to
mm.
explain.
I feel like it's similar to my fascination with King Henry VIII.
Yeah, that could be it.
It's not a like creepy lustful thing. It's like a really inquisitive how the fuck kind
Yeah,
of
exactly.
thing.
Like, why the fuck?
Like,
Why are
wait,
these men?
wait. So he did what?
Exactly. Like,
And
skin
then
lamp?
those people knew about it and then they did what?
Yeah. Like a whole lamp out of skin and gloves. He wore the face.
God. And then he
I mean,
and then he did what?
I know I'm not the only person that has this fascination because hello, look at all of the movies that have been sprouted from
Well,
him.
yeah, and that's kind of a cool thing, spoiler about this Netflix special on Ed Gein is they kind of bounce back and forth between his life reenactment, and the movies that were,
Right.
created.
Right. I think I could have a whole podcast about serial killers, to be perfectly honest with you. I'd find plenty of entertainment with that.
Yeah, I
And,
watch
like,
a
just
lot of
fucked up people, like a Behind the Bastards, but like a podcast kind of, like, just Wisconsin people alone. I mean, you'd have plenty.
there's a lot. There's a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Anyway,
love, I love The Night Stalker. Do you remember that guy
which
from
one exactly?
in the '70s or the '80s where he mostly killed, like, older people in LA, different neighborhoods of LA, and
Mm,
he lived at that creepy hotel,
mm,
that, like, famous creepy hotel.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to we'll
Listeners,
look into it.
help me. Comment and help me fill in these blanks. The Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. That's his name. And he was busted by a group of people who recognized him on the bus because they were looking for him and his face was everywhere. And he was
Sure.
recognized. And these people like beat the shit out of him in the middle of the street. He was all bloodied and bandaged when the cops came.
Oh my god, they should have just, like, arrested him.
While they were, you know,
I
they
get
were.
it. I just don't like it.
That's how they did it.
I would love to, like, dive deep into figuring out the La Crosse and Wisconsin Dells River, what I'm convinced is serial killers. I'm
Yeah,
convinced of it
dude.
because every year somebody in La Crosse ends up in the river and has for a really long time,
Yeah.
and in the Dells.
And
It
not just
happens in the
one,
Dells too. No, it's like, yeah, and it's
lots.
I wonder if anybody's like, I'm sure there's people that are like putting that together and trying to solve that mystery for sure. And if anybody knows if there is, please let us know. I'd love to know more about that, 'cause that's
Yeah.
fascinating to me.
That would take a little bit of research, a little bit of Googling. I remember when my sister was going to lacrosse for her first 2 years of college, and at least 1 or 2 people while she was there were found in the
Yep.
lake or the river.
It was like young guys for a while. And
Yeah.
in the Dells, it's been guys. It's been young guys also. So I think this last one in lacrosse was a girl though,
Mm, mhm.
wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
So interesting shit. If anybody has any info on that, let us know.
Yeah, right?
I just want to know more. My curious little creepy mind wants to hear about it.
But also, our hearts go out to the families of those people that were found and/or are
Absolutely.
still missing. That's constant, it's everywhere. Anyway,
Hmm.
now what?
I don't know. I never have anything of importance to talk about ever.
I mean, it's nothing important, but have you ever stolen anything, like, from a store?
I will not deny or confirm that on the internet.
Not
I'm
even when you were, like, a
no,
teenager?
can't confirm or deny any of that here on the internet publicly.
It's like a packet of gum when you were a kid,
No idea.
or, like,
Can tell you.
one of the kids in Devere's class today, I don't know if it was an accident or not,
Oh,
but he
I
didn't
have
pay
one
for his
story.
chocolate milk. He didn't pay for his chocolate milk, and he's like, "I took this chocolate milk," and Devere's like, "Oh my gosh," and the kid said, "Don't tell on me, okay?" He's like, "Okay," and I said, "Did you tell on him?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay," because it's like his
Yeah,
that's
don't
like
be a
like
narc.
right, it's like, don't narc on him, but also tell him tomorrow, like, "Don't do that again. It's not okay."
Right. But like it's milk, so they should be providing that for the kids anyway. So bullshit, kid. Take your milk. Damn the man. Steal the milk. I I can share a stealing story now that I went back in my brain. Not
Think
that there are any others, but I do
right,
have a story
of
from when I was a kid.
course. Recalling the singular only time this has happened.
So this goes in, there's two stories here. One of them is just an example of me being an absolute menace as a child, which I absolutely was. So I
Yeah.
had this next door neighbor growing up, and I used to walk through their yard all the time to get like behind the house. I don't know if I've ever told this story on here before. I hope not. I haven't. So if I'm
I
repeating
don't think
this,
so.
everybody, I'm really sorry. But I used to live like the back of my house was up to a cul-de-sac. And so, kitty corner from my house on the cul-de-sac was a house that I always used to go to. They had 6 kids, and I used to go play with them all the time, and I used to take this very specific path through my neighbor's yard into their backyard because it was the shortest cut over to the other house I went through. And I used it every day, many, many times a day, constantly. One day I came home from my grandma's house, and the neighbors had my walkway roped off, and they were planting grass seed in my pathway. And I thought that was really fucking rude. So it was probably about 6 or 7. I go in my home, I take a scissors and I cut that fucking rope down. I pick up a giant handful of their seeded mud and
Mm.
I go and wipe it all over their front door. I
My
was
god.
pissed. The audacity of these people to get in my way of my walkway to seed their own yard.
Man.
The audacity. Anyway, so the same people, they had a daughter. She was a couple years older than me. And we would like play together every once in a while. I'm sure she never wanted to hang out with me, but she did sometimes. So my mom was put in charge of watching their house for them. And so they're out of town and my mom's sleeping. And I was really jealous of this girl because she had this giant attic and like every toy you could ever imagine. And it was like a child's fantasy attic. It was unbelievable. I was a big fan of Rainbow Bright when I was that age. I definitely my favorite thing ever. I had Rainbow Bright sheets and the whole thing. Well, she had something I didn't, and that was the entire collection of Rainbow Bright plush dolls that I
Mm.
wanted.
Mm, mhm.
So my mom is taking a nap on our living room floor, and I decide this is a great time for me to finally get those Rainbow Bright plush toys. So somehow I get into their house. I don't know if they left it unlocked for my mom, if I found the key somewhere. I don't know. Again, mind you, I'm like 6 or 7 years old here. And this
Right.
is post them putting up the fence and the grass seed, whatever. So I was still probably fucking pissed at them. And so I go up to the attic and I'm little, so I can't carry a lot of things. So I'm just bringing these dolls down, and there's probably like 10 of them. I'm bringing them down just like one by one and hiding them in my closet. And my mom is sleeping on the floor this whole time, mind you. So it's just me going back and forth between their house and my house, taking all of these Rainbow
Like
Bright
that.
dolls and hiding them in my closet as if nobody's ever going to find them, you know?
How many
Eventually, my mom wakes up and reveals, and I don't know if you knew this, but people can like fake sleeping, turns out. My mom watched me doing the whole entire thing. She knew everything I was doing, and she just continued pretending to sleep to see what the fuck I was going to do next because she knew I was an absolute menace.
That's
So
amazing.
she didn't say anything to me. She didn't say a word to me until they got home. And then she makes me march every single one of those dolls back
Mm.
over to the house and apologize. And I mean, pretty stupid. But
You
yeah,
obviously learned a lesson from that.
I learned that it was bullshit that I didn't have Rainbow Bright dolls
She's
because I just didn't think it was fair that she got to have everything and I didn't have anything.
oh
I
god.
got the Vanilla Ice tape before me too, and I was really pissed. So,
Damn.
so
Damn
yes, I did steal.
that got cool stuff before us. That was always
Mhm.
my
When she
childhood
was
too.
older. Yeah, I have another pretty terrible story too. I want you to share one. Do you have one
I
first,
have
and then I'll
I
tell
have
my
one.
second one?
I have one. When I think I was a freshman in high school, it took a lanyard from Hot Topic. Scandal.
The
That's it.
buzzer didn't go off.
No! It was like, do I still have it? I might still have it somewhere, but it's navy blue, and when you're looking at it, it looks like it's got white stripes, but when you look closer, it just says "fuck" over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Scandalous.
It's awesome, I love it.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
better hold on to that, stealer.
The word is thief?
Stealer. Okay, so this one, cops were involved.
Oh, good.
This
You
is a
wanted
terrible
something
story.
juicy here.
I was in, I had to be in 6th, 7th. I had to be in like 7th grade or something like that.
Mhm.
So my biological father was with this woman, and this is at a point where my sister and I would go and stay with our dad on a pretty regular basis. So we'd go
Mhm.
stay at his house, and his girlfriend, fiance, ended up being wife, ex-wife, whatever, had this like really pretty like ruby ring. And I remember her leaving it in our upstairs bathroom. I took it. I took the ring. I took
Mhm.
it, and I then had to deny, like I've never denied anything in my entire life for a long time. No, I was younger than that because none of this is making sense because I remember being in it must have been my chain. It must have been an entire year or something I got away with this because it started out when I was in my elementary school.
Mhm.
And I had brought the ring to school and I told the secretary, she asked about it. She's like, "That's a really nice ring for a kid to be wearing." And I was like, "Yeah, I found it in a litter box."
In a litter box? So,
The
okay,
cat's litter box.
let's just break that apart for a second real quick here. So,
You're gone
you're
again.
you're telling you're telling us that you made the excuse that you found it in a litter box, but now I'm picturing a little seven-year-old Carrin fishing through a litter box and finding a beautiful, gorgeous ruby ring. Like, yeah, as a 6 or 7-year-old, that makes perfect logical sense.
It's like a Cracker Jack box with poop in it.
The grossest Cracker Jack box.
So yeah, so I told the secretary that I found it in a litter box. I don't know where that came from, but that's a terrible liar, clearly. Um, so then, goes it flashes forward to my mom asking me about the ring. I'm like, never heard of her. Never, never heard of this ring in my life. Of course I don't have this ring. What are you talking about? So this went on. It must have gone on for a while where this mysterious ring is missing, and I obviously have it the whole time, and I'm being drilled from many different angles. Eventually, my dad thinks it's a good idea to have our liaison officer come to school and escort me, like arrest me essentially in front of everybody at school and take me
Brilliant.
to the police station to get me to confess to taking this ring. I don't remember anything. I blacked out. So I didn't learn any lessons. I just blacked out. I don't remember it. I remember being like a little scared, but also being like, this is a waste of everybody's resources, I think, here. To just waste it of crime to deal with here. Real crime. Why are you doing this? Surely there's like a fire
Oh
somewhere or
my
something.
God. Drug
Jesus.
dealers, murderers.
I mean, no, we were in like Delton, so there's
Yeah,
no
they
drug
were
dealers or
like,
murders.
it's like they were performing one of those bits from Arrested Development, that show on Netflix where
Yeah,
the
love
dad
it.
has that armless friend that wears a fake arm. It always teaches the kids a lesson.
Seriously, I was like, come on. She was my dare officer too. Just like, what are there's so surely somebody's doing drugs somewhere. This woman's trying to be my mom. I don't want her to
Somebody's
have this
doing
nice
drugs
ring.
somewhere, you guys.
Go deal with that. Aren't you supposed to be trying to get kids off drugs? I mean, what are you doing here? So anyway, that those are my
Yeah.
only two stealing stories that happened in my youth.
Yeah, I don't think thievery is anywhere in the DARE acronym. So
Yeah,
sounds
I'm
like
fine.
they were not doing their jobs correctly.
Is it stealing or is it me just deserving to have these things that I didn't get?
I mean, both things can be true.
I agree. But yeah, that's
Stealing is
that.
not okay. We do not condone stealing. We are not
No.
sponsored by thievery.
I do condone doing what you need to do for survival.
Yeah, of course.
And if you need a rainbow bright doll to survive, then gosh darn it, who am I to tell you any different?
It's fantastic. How many of those dolls did you end up getting? Was it like
12 or
12?
all 50 of them.
That's a lot of trips.
I don't think I was stopped. I think my mom was like, well, she's committed. Let's see how far this goes. Like all of them, including the sprites. It was all the dolls and the sprites, I remember, and maybe even the unicorn.
Man, Devere and I were watching TV one day and a commercial came on for we were watching the show on Netflix called Making Fun, where this retired toy maker has a show with his buddies and they get kids up on the screen and the kids give their like toy or crazy idea and then the guys build it. It's very
Okay, that's
sweet.
kind of cool.
So they showed as they're building one of the things, the guy talks about that toy where you pull the string and the fairy like shoots up into the sky and
A
spins around.
sky dancer.
Yes. Devere looked at me and he was like, "Was that a real toy?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, that was a real toy. We all had one." They were so cool. They really flew. That was a
Yeah,
great toy. I want one.
yeah, those were cool.
Can I have it?
Yeah, you should get one. Go steal it from your neighbor if she has one. 10 out of 10 recommend. Great way to get it. Oh, Lucy just really wanted to say hi. For those who are not watching, you just missed out. This is your sign that you need to be watching us instead of just listening because
Right.
you miss moments like that.
Mhm.
So, anyway,
Anyway.
I got
Yeah.
nothing else.
Got nothing else? I can tell
No.
when to vent my vent. Okay. I'm gonna vent my vent about social etiquette when you're out
Oh,
and about.
yeah.
Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
crap. This
Doesn't matter
lighting
where
is
you
really
park or like what
troublesome.
place. The sun is good. Slide a little
It's
further up.
not where I'm at. I don't want to move. I like it here.
I know, but if the sun shines on your face, it'll be brighter. You doing
What if
it.
I just do this like a woman named Nancy on Facebook?
Stop it, boomer.
I like pasta.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
My battery's on 6% left.
All
So
right. But
story out.
go quick now.
Okay. So when you're going somewhere and you're going to pick up your food and take it home versus you're going to go eat at the restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the parking lot is so full that they're like, there isn't parking and it's a pain in the ass to maneuver that parking lot anyway, there's people parking on the street. If you're going in to pick up your food to take it to go home, Do you find a spot in the parking lot or do you park on the street? Walk and get it and go.
I find wherever is available.
Ugh.
Because
I
if it's
pulled in,
full, what are you supposed to do?
park on the street.
But like, what if that's the only place to park? Then yes, but if there's room in the parking lot, I'm going in the parking lot
Okay, so here's
closest
what
to the
happened.
door.
Here's what happened. I pulled into the parking lot and there were spots that you park in for like them to bring their food out to you.
Like there's curbside to go.
Yeah. So I pull in and then right behind me was an open spot. And like I pull in, but not all the way. And I turn, I go into reverse and I go to back up. And another car comes behind me. She stops, pulls behind me up to the corner and backs into the spot that I was backing into.
Which
So then I'm like, okay, fine. I go and I park out on the street and I walk up and I go in and I order my food to sit down and eat in the restaurant. And she took her food to go. I was so mad.
I
I
can
was
see how
unreasonably mad.
that would be really annoying. Susie, no, absolutely not.
Who
She was
does
humping a
that?
pillow.
Just like,
Um, yeah, no, that's well, just
what?
like the fact that
Why
she
would
pulled
you
into the
want to?
spot that you
Plus,
were clearly going to use is unacceptable.
well, and why would you want to fight through that traffic in the first place if you're not staying there for a while? Like, it's not worth it for an in and out.
Because she's lazy and doesn't want to walk very far.
Ugh.
Why she's getting food to go in the first place? Because she's too lazy to cook.
We were all excited to be there. I get it. It was busy, but fuck,
What
man.
restaurant? Important questions that people want to know.
It's not important. That part's not important at all. It has nothing to do with the story.
I want to know the context of the parking lot. What parking lot is it?
It was Culver's. It's a small parking lot.
They have a drive-through.
I know, but we were eating there. The drive-through was
Should have opened with that.
no, because I didn't want the location to invalidate my rage.
I understand that now. Susie has just done every single thing she can to get my attention away from what I'm doing right now.
That's why I closed my
And
doors.
it's
I don't let
pretty
it
cute.
here. I
She's
cleaned
an
in here.
angel.
I
She's a
cleaned
baby.
in the office real good. It looks all nice. I put up my year calendar in a different room so it didn't ugly up a wall.
Now we just
What
need the
else?
space, the studio. Anybody
Yeah,
got one for us yet?
yeah. Can I have it?
Freeloaders listening to this podcast for free and not contributing. Just kidding. I'm going to steal your space next. I'm going to come in and
Word.
steal a room in your house. Cut down your grass fences. I'm a rebel. Be careful. And I like serial killers. Watch out.
This is gonna be a fun season. More on that later.
Well, thanks for everybody for tuning in. This one's a weird one.
We hope you. We hope we made you laugh. I laughed a lot.
We did. We did.
Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous chats.
Fun
Thanks for
stuff.
being here.
Yeah.
Um, let us know what your parking lot etiquette is. Feel free to tell me how wrong I am. I take it really well, so it's
I
fine.
don't think you're wrong. That woman should have gone through the drive-through.
Well, I don't know if you can do drive-through to pick up a whatever.
Just go through the drive-through. Why are you picking up food from a drive-through? Because to make it quicker?
Or maybe she was picking up somebody's like DoorDash, you know?
They're ruthless. They think
Ruthless.
they own the parking lot.
They do. They're worse than cab drivers.
Anyway, now that we've shit on every possible kind human today,
Feel free to sponsor us.
give us your money, please. You're welcome.
All right. Thanks for being here, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Your day. Bye.
Opes and Dreams podcast is recorded, edited, and produced by Carrin and Kylei Parsons. Music provided by the People Brothers Band. Donate to Opes and Dreams at www.buymeacoffee.com/Opes and Dreams podcast.